guys, we're here, Safer TV. Where are you, Man United fans? Oh, what a game. Oh, guys, we just beat Man United by 3 goals to 1. And to be honest, they were apart from that goal and we took a few chances, they were not in that game. I mean, they relied on the long ball, just hitting a lot of hit and hope stuff. When we purred, we were like cool cats, you know. Second half performance, Phil Foden, exceptional. He was fantastic. Haaland eventually got his goal, but he was quite good today. Phil Foden was fantastic and thoroughly deserved victory. A lot of noise in here at the stadium, especially when Phil his first goal. It was absolute tremendous atmosphere. It's going to be a few minutes before we get out of here. Absolutely packed. Loads of people still knocking about. Game must have finished. All the players have gone and everything. The game, finished ages ago. Fans are still here. It was mission accomplished, Graham. Mission accomplished. We had to win the game. We had to win it. Everything's a must-win game, you know. That first half. Actually, the funny thing was that first half, I think we actually started pretty well. We started a little bit quicker with a bit more urgency than we'd done a lot of other games, and it was a shock. It was a shock when they give Rashford credit. He looked like he led at that. Understand the bar, so it was a pretty good goal from him. But I'll be honest, I don't see how. I mean, it started with Onana, and went, I think, to Fernandes, and then up to Rashford, but it's 25 yards out. He should be on his own. He had one on him. One man. We need a bit more defensively than that, but hey, they got their goal, and we had a lot of possession. I think in the first few minutes we had, was it 90%? They had one. I read on the BBC at half time. I think we had 54 passes. They had one. And that was an incomplete pass. We were really dominant, really in control. But they got that goal, and that's what they could hang on to. And they were, as I said earlier, they were just doing hit and hope, long balls, quite regularly. And we were looking at, was it Johnny Stones who slipped? And was it Rashford? I can't remember who went through, but was it Rashford again? We got a look in there. I mean, they had a few threats, but it was usually on the break. As I said, from -6, they didn't, in my opinion, really create that much. But we had a ton of shots in that first half. I remember one start, we had 14, they had 2. Ours weren't that fantastic. But that second half performance was something to behold. And everybody in the Premier League is going to be scared again about City because we showed that we can turn it on, and when we do turn it on, we are very good. Still haven't left the stadium. I'm waiting to leave. See if I can see James or anybody else when I get out. Andy, hey. Phil Foden, top player. I think Paul Merson was saying Phil Foden's one of the best in the world, and he is. He's got that. We were right behind that first shot, and as soon as he hit it, we knew it was going in. As soon as he hit it, the second one where it was a nice move. As soon as he got it, you thought, yeah, he's going to have a good shot. I think Onana could have done better with Phil's second goal, but maybe he just hit it too pure. He did get his hand to it, but it was probably a bit too firm for him. And then obviously Haaland got that third goal. In injury time, we were laughing at that. I actually said, because Onana had wasted so much time, he wasted so much time, especially in that first half. When they were winning, he was spending at least 20 seconds per goal kick. At least 20 seconds. And he was just wasting so much time. And to give us only 3 minutes added on time in that first half was ridiculous. Second half, again, he was wasting time again. But the funny thing was one of the really rare times that he actually took a quick goal kick after about 2 seconds when they were losing 2-1. It was an
this way and get it wrong.
He put that quick goal kick, and they got robbed, and then Haaland stuck it in the corner. It was fantastic. Andy, lucky man, absolutely. Oh man, it's it's fantastic. It was fantastic. You know, the atmosphere really clicked in when Phil Ford scored that first goal, and then this place went absolutely wild, and you kind of knew it was on. You get this feeling. You know, we got that a couple of seasons back. I was watching it. Was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. I was watching the last 10 minutes or last 15 minutes of the Villa game, where seasons back where we were 2-0 down, and then we come back to win that 3-2, and I was watching that again, and it was, and I was there at the time, but once the first goal goes in, you just feel it, absolutely feel that you've got that momentum's going to be behind you, and absolutely it was behind us again. Easy work after we scored the goal. I think it was easy work, game killer. It was easy work once we scored that first goal. Sorry, you know, I think we had that confidence, that a bit of swagger. The crowd were really up for it once that first goal went in. It was absolutely crazy around me. Fella threatened to kiss me if we scored again. I was worried what he was going to do if we scored 3, 4 and 5, but no, it was a cracking atmosphere once we'd scored, and that second Phil goal was just was beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And let's be honest, I mean, United were very lucky it was only 3. Very lucky it was only 3. We had so many opportunities that Haaland won in that first half. You know, it's a funny thing. I said this after he scored 5 against Luton. I said, don't get carried away. Don't get carried away, because there be games when we need him to score and he won't. And like it was this one, you know, when we were 1-0 down, and he had that to open the goal. I mean, from where I was over end of pitch, I thought he should have headed that. I don't know why he went with his foot, but obviously I watch that again on a replay tonight on the telly. But I don't know how he missed that. But we had so many chances. Onana made a couple of really good saves. I think there was one from was it Phil? I can't remember the shot, and it was just creeping in, and he got his hands to it. And there's another one where I think it was a deflection, and he managed to get his hands to it. So he made a couple of good saves. Give him credit, but gosh. He wasted so much time. That was so annoying. We were whistling from the get-go. What's that? Alpha second half. We saw Man City go back to basics, show tempo, and regain control, increase speed. We started like that. In the first half. We started more. I think with more tempo than we've been showing, for about a few games. So I think we could have done. Let's go back. Rewind. So we did start with up that tempo in the first half, as I said, at the start of the game, which is more than we normally do. Now I'm always whinging that we're too slow and too deliberate. But actually, once we scored the first goal, I wanted us to slow it down and to be deliberate, because they were under tremendous pressure, and we didn't need to quicken it up when they had 9, 10 men behind the ball. You know, we took our time to basically run them around and wait for that opportunity, because the one thing about this slow play that we do, the one thing about it is we come good in the second half, especially later on. We come good because teams are getting tired, they're mentally and physically tired, and they're going to make mistakes, and that's where we're there to capitalise. So, you know, come on, 70 minutes, I wanted us to take our time, which is what we're doing, and get back in control of the game, keep control, don't give them a sniff. You know, they're waiting for a sniff, they're waiting for any little opportunity to get back in, you know, to get a bit of confidence, a bit of ball, and we didn't give it. We didn't give them up. You know, the amount of diving they were doing, the amount of line, you know, Onana, going down, what was it, with Fram, and lying down for like 2 minutes. I said, at the end, they should have just said, we're going to give you 0 minutes because one, you don't deserve it because you're not good enough, and two, you've been cheating all the way through. We're actually going to give you 0, but an 8 minutes. It was a joke. To only get 3 minutes in the first half and then 8 in the second half. It was crazy because of the amount of time they had been wasting. The bottom line is, and all that matters is we won. Let's get some comments. Oh yeah, Alfrost said the worry is we keep conceding goals. We keep conceding goals and cheap goals as well. They tend to be cheap goals and from teams' first attack. And we concede. It's a worry, but look, all we can do is be happy we got the 3 points. We're going to have to be better against Liverpool because they're going to have, I think, a lot more pace. Nunez is going to be there. Salah probably will be back. Those two, I think, are going to be pretty dangerous. Whoever they put out, whoever's fit, whether Diaz is there, or whoever, I think they're going to rely on that pace, and that's going to be a problem for us, and we're going to have to. We're going to have to pull our finger out and get it right this time, because I think that's going to be obviously it's going to be a really tough game, but it's turned on its head now. It really has turned on its head because if we'd lost today, we'd have gone into that game 4 points behind. Liverpool, no. Liverpool would still go for the win, but they know if they get a draw, they're still 4 points ahead. So it was huge, and then even getting a draw. I mean, half time, we were just some of us thinking, just get a draw out of this, get a draw as a minimum. But because I was thinking to myself, if we can get a draw out of this at worst, we're 3 points behind, and we might have to go to Anfield and win. And even now, I'd love us to go to Anfield and win, but. How many of you would take a draw at Anfield right now if someone offered you it? Because we tend to get beat at Anfield. How many of you would take a draw at Anfield right now? I want us to win, but maybe a draw would be okay because we'd still be right behind Liverpool. We'd still be a point behind. So I don't know. It'd be interesting to see what you guys think, whether you want a draw right now, or whether you say no, we need the 3 points at Anfield. Andy says Doku's substitution was through. Oh no, Doku was he wasn't good enough. Sets the fella on each side. I spoke to one fella and I said, here's the stat: Doku hasn't contributed a goal or an assist since the Bournemouth game when we beat him 6-1. He scored and got 4 assists. He hasn't got a goal or assist, and the problem is he was losing that ball too cheaply. Now, I was going to say I don't mind, but okay, I don't mind if he loses it now and again. But he's got to do better when he's on the ball. And one thing I liked about Doku before we got him, when I saw him on YouTube and stuff, was that if there's 2 men there, he don't care. He'll take 2 men on. He's not bothered. But here, he wouldn't do it. He wouldn't take 2 men on. So that was disappointing, that he wouldn't do that. And he just didn't do enough for me. And it's one of those things, look, you keep Haaland on because it's Haaland. And he's done nothing all game except missed a pretty good... he's missed an open goal. He's done nothing all game, but you keep Haaland on because it's Haaland. Doku, sorry, mate. You're not doing it. And I wanted Nunez. I would have rather had Nunez start instead of Doku, or play instead of Doku or Kovacic to give us more control, because I just don't think Doku's not offering us. He's not offering us what we need. With Jack Grealish, you've got control. You've not got much. I don't think much creativity, but you've got control. And I think obviously that's really important to have that control. And I think Nunez, I said it before, I think he's halfway. He'll give you more control, but he still has got that burst pace, and he's still got that creativity in him. So I'm thinking, that's who, maybe going forward. If Doku's not doing it, he's not doing it for me. And I said at half time, I'd have yanked him at half time because it was bobbins, really. I don't care what United get, to be honest. Michael, how you doing, buddy? Oh, Phil Foden he was excellent. He was fantastic. Just reading that. Yeah, when we go down because it's a derby, and
you know, they had something to hold on to. They had something to hold on to, but obviously we came good in the end. Even Gary Neville called out Anana for time wasting. You know, look, I was reading on the BBC website that next season they're going to trial it now. I think are they trialing it now? Or next season they're going to trial the goalie's got 8 seconds for the ball, and it shouldn't even be as long as that, because honestly, I was signing it a few times. 20 seconds plus, and it's just a joke. Just a joke. You know. The amount of times he did that, he must have done that 10 times in that first half. He wasted 10 to 12 seconds. And that's when you add it all up. If he was having 8 to 10 seconds instead of 20 to take these goal kicks, it would have. It's worth 2 minutes. It's worth an additional 2 minutes. So that were a joke, and they need to stamp that out, because it's just, besides just wasting time, it's taking away your momentum. You know, you've got momentum. It's like when someone threw the flare on the pitch, Bernardo Silva was complaining because that slowed us down. We were on top. You know, we were putting pressure on them, and then to have, you know, the game stopped to get rid of that was, it's just annoying. Yeah. So what's this, Michael? Initially totally agree about Liverpool. Going to be hard. I will take a draw. I would love to win. Yeah, that's same with me. I'd love to win, but you know, a draw isn't such a bad result. But then obviously we've got some tough games. Obviously the game against Liverpool. We've got Arsenal at home. We've got Villa at home. We've got Brighton at home. We've got the Spuds away. Tough games. Tough games. I think we've got the toughest running. Alpha says Doku against weaker teams, I don't mind, but he's not got the quality against better opposition. It has to be Grealish once he's fit. I think Nunes has a big contribution. Yeah, for me, I stick with Nunes, because, as I said, he's gonna. I just think he's gonna keep the ball longer. He's not gonna give it away cheaply like Doku is, and that's the problem with Doku. He's giving that ball away far too cheaply, and that's the issue for me. And the thing is, he's not doing anything in it, and this is one of the things about Grealish. Grealish has changed from his Villa days, where he was taking risks and he was getting reward. You know, not every time, but he was taking risks and getting some reward. And Doku's taking risks and getting no reward, and you can't accept that. Cheers, Michael. Yeah, I'm busy. I've got another 10 days there. I think we've got the Champions League game. I'll go to that. We've got 10 days before I'm off back to Ireland for. I've got 12 days in Ireland and Northern Ireland, so I'm working over there. Then I come back on the Monday, and then Tuesday I'm off starting the next leg. It's kind of just, I call it 2 different legs of the tour, but it kind of just rolls into one, because I call it the St Patrick's Day part. That's going in 10 days time for that St Patrick's Day long weekend, and then I've got the Easter. I've got 3 weeks of work at Easter, so you know, the Sunday, I think the first week I can spend coming and going from home. Most of the gigs are not far away, and then I've got a week where it's all, you know, Hereford, down in Devon and Somerset and South Wales. So there's no way I'm coming back home from there. But it'd be nice. It'd be nice not to have to empty your car with all your stuff and then repack in the morning. I hate all that stuff. I really do. But when I go to Ireland, I'm very lucky, because the place I stay, it's kind of in the middle of nowhere. It really is in the middle of nowhere, and you can just leave your stuff in the car overnight. You're not worried that someone's going to come and nab your stuff, because it is literally in the middle of nowhere. So yeah, thanks for that, Michael. And I actually thought the ref did a good job, as he didn't bottle decisions, but he should have just given them the hurry up. Give them the hurry up, because that's all they were doing, was wasting time. And wasting time is disruptive, and that's what they were doing, and it's just annoying. I even think that rest Rodri and Stones for Anfield. No, you can't rest them. You can't rest them. You can't. No. Rodri's he's a must-have. Rodri's a must-have. Busy's on the move quick, you know. Busy's always looking at you. I got. It was last year. Busy's someone security told the Busy's I was taking pictures or video. Well, yeah, I am because I'm doing shooting for YouTube, and they come and give me a lot of grief last year. They said you don't have to give us your name, and they don't have to search you. But what happens is if you don't give them your ID, then they search you. Even though the two should not be linked, they just do that. As a real, I don't want to say too much about some of the busies here, but that it was ridiculous. It was, and like even the security today, he wants to check my shirt to make sure I'm not a United fan because they don't know what that is. You can see it. They don't know what that is. You see a bit of red and think, "Oh, you're a United fan." Right. Can you post a video showing what you actually do? I'm sure I did put a video out. Once. I'll dig something out. I'll put some pictures up at some point. Then how about that? I'll put some pictures up of what I do. Richie, businessman. Thanks, mate. It's going really well, dude. It's been last year was good. This year's even busier. I'm pretty much knackered most of the time because I'm just legging it around everywhere when I'm over in Ireland. I'm up and down the country. It is bonkers, but you love it. I love it, dude. It's like I was working in one theatre, and it's like you're doing over 3 hours drive to get there. Then you're doing the work, and then you're driving back. And there was one gig, did it at school, and it was down in Limerick. So I'm up near Belfast. So this gig was in Limerick, so I was up at 3 because I couldn't sleep, and then I was out of the house about 4:45, and it's about 4.5 hours. Out of the house 20 to 5 it was. At the house at 20 to 5. Arrived at the school at 9:30. It's just almost 5 hours, and snowing as well. It was a long trek down there. Did the day at the school. I think I left about 3:15. And I was back home at 9:45. So it's 5.5 hours to get back. It was hard, and I did have a stop off at the outlet village, but that was just I had about 3 stops I think just to break it up because it's hard. Trust me, it was hard work. I had next week to like 5 o'clock, so it was blooming hard work. But that's some of the busy days. The day I went to Cork. Cork was it's 5 hours. That was another tough day. Going there is fine. Coming back is it's a nightmare because you're just tired. You've got no. When you're driving down, you have a bit of coffee or whatever, and you got a bit of buzz because you've got the anticipation of what you're going to do. The work you're going to do. But then after the work's finished, you have that crash. The adrenaline's gone. No rush. There's no excitement. You're just going to drive back, and that is really, really hard. It's fantastic. Hey, so hey, how you doing, buddy? Hope you're well. And this is wearing red and black today. Was a brave guy. Oh, no worries, mate. This is my lucky shirt. Okay. I wore it. I said this last season. It is a lucky shirt. If they don't wear it, we've got a problem. Against Chelsea, I wasn't wearing this shirt at the start of the game. Chelsea score. Okay. Then I remembered I'm not wearing the shirt. Put the shirt on, so we get that equaliser against Brentford and Bournemouth. Wear the lucky shirt, and it comes good. So I said today, no fear, guys, no fear. We were winning today. Wearing my lucky shirt. At times I was working last year. I'd take my lucky shirt with me, or wear it under me clothes. So. When we were playing, it's a lucky shirt. You gotta wear your lucky shirt. You've got lucky clothes. I wear. This is between just you and me, guys. I wear blue underpants. when we're playing football, and my lucky shirt. And hey, presto, you win. Matt lives in Cork. Oh, it's a long drive, mate. They said 5 hours Belfast to Cork. Oh, it's hard work. And that's early in the morning. You know, if you go, you got smacked by the Dublin traffic, got absolutely battered. But you know, I get the trip down. The first hour and a half or something, there's not a lot of traffic because if you go in whatever at 4 in the morning, you know, there's not a lot of traffic. But by 6, if you're around Dublin, you get stuffed. Alpha, thanks for the post. Hey, no worries, guys. Blue Monday. I do. Look where we are. I come as often as I can, but it's getting less and less frequent. I think we've got the Champions League game this week, so I'll come for that before I get off back to Ireland. I do that at home, change shirts depending on what we do. But I always wear this shirt. And I'll be wearing it for the Liverpool game. We'll see how lucky it is. Next week when we go to Anfield. Shame I didn't see. I don't know who this kid is, but shame I didn't see. What's his name? James here. Kid with the number 92 on it. So one of the youngsters. I don't recognise him anymore. I don't pay that much attention, or as much as I used to. I don't pay to the kids, you know. Spend the time. I think it's not as busy as it used to be. It used to be really busy. I mean, it depends who's coming. If they got a lot of VIPs, especially the guys from Abu Dhabi, which I'm surprised they're not here. This section they close it off. They close it off so they can bring their mini buses or whatever in to pick them up. With a bit more security, but these days, you know, I don't know why it's not busy, because it's Sunday evening, it's not late. My go-to, Mary's shirt is the whole white KDB one that I save for desperation. Yes, Doku was not good enough. I said that. He hasn't scored or assisted since the Bournemouth game, when we won 6-1. He got one. He scored a goal and got 4 assists. But since then, he's done now. You know, he's had his opportunities, but you know, I don't know. It's that little bit of skill that he would show to get past people on the inside or the outside. He's rarely doing it. Going on the inside, I think he can still do it, but on the outside, was really disappointed. Another poor shot in it, but it's one of those things. He hasn't got enough credit in the bank. He hasn't got enough credit in the bank to stay on the pitch. Whereas, you know, Haaland stayed full game and got his goal. You know, and even though I think Haaland was poor today, I don't think it's great. And you're missing that open goal in the first half. So, but you know, if that was Wolfsburg, it'd have been dragged off. But Haaland stays on, gets his goal at the end. So, you know, when you look at the newspaper tonight or you know, or wherever, you're not going to see that Haaland missed the chance. You're going to see that Haaland scored a goal. Phil scored 2. City won 3-1. And you think, yeah, Haaland does what Haaland does, but you know, he did have a great game for me. And he was, you know, if that, as I said, if that was Wolfsburg, he's yanked off after an hour. Haaland stays on. Haaland gets a goal. That's what he does. Andy says, I would have liked to see more of Oscar Bob, as I think he could be a real special like that. Yeah, but the thing is, I agree and I understand. But at 2-1, I can't see us bringing Oscar Bob on, just because of the experience and all that. At 3-1, it's easier to bring Oscar Bob on. I don't see they have the confidence. Tony, look here.
Great muscle.
I've lost him. So he's knocking on. You know, he's wasn't that long ago that you see him with a few others. Colin Bell, he's gone. It's a shame, but you know, no one's immortal, are they? May not play for Man United through, and to be honest, he was one. But yeah, look, sometimes someone plays and stands out. Some of the Liverpool players play, they stand out. The youngsters, and you know, maybe who knows, Oscar Bob could have stood there, but I just sort of think sometimes they don't have the confidence. They don't have the confidence. There you go. There's it. Let's not listen to that. It's a VIP. Anyway, I'm going to get ready to go because it's. I'm just trying to think about anything to eat today. I can't honestly remember even having anything to eat. So I'd like some. One of those days where it's weird. I could eat loads and still feel hungry, or eat now and not feel hungry. And today's one of the days I've had now and I don't feel hungry at all. No, I did have a tell a lie. I had a croissant and a Portuguese custard tart. That was it. And coffee. Let's look at this, Andy. I think the result was better than the performance, but all good. Well, I actually think we played pretty well overall. I really do. Because we had a lot of shots, okay, some of them weren't great, but for most parts we had control. They relied on the long ball and their pace. They relied on a few mistakes from us, but generally we had control of that game. And it's just, I said this to repeat what I said earlier in the week when Haaland scored those 5 goals against Luton. I said, don't get carried away, because it's all right scoring 5 goals against Luton when they're set up in a way that is advantageous to us. It's when you need him to score in tough games against better teams that you need him to score. And there was that one in the first half where it was an open goal. And he missed it. And I'm sorry. That's when you need him to score. So it's all well and good battering Luton, getting 5 goals against them, but you need him to score. You need him to turn up at the big games, and he hasn't. I mean, this was a big game, okay, and he scored at the death, but it's a big game, but not against a top team. He needs to turn up in a big game against a top team. It's Liverpool next week. It's a big game against a top team. We need Erling Haaland to turn up for that game. Then we need Haaland to turn up when we play at home against Villa. We need Haaland to turn up when we go away to Spurs. We need Haaland to turn up when we play at Brighton at home. These are not easy games. If you can turn up at Arsenal at home, if you can turn up for those games, then we've got a chance this season. Sean, we battered them. Oh, we absolutely did batter them. We absolutely did. They were very lucky because I keep saying on another day we get 5 goals. On another day, they were very lucky. That, as I said, that Haaland chance, open goal that he missed. There's a couple of really good saves, I think, that Onana made. There was one where I thought it was going in and he just got his hands to it. Probably not as good. I saw the replay, not as good as I initially first thought, but I thought it was going in, and he managed to get there and smuggle it round the post. And there's another one, I think it was a deflection, and he managed to get that. So, on another day, those two go in. Haaland scores that tap in that he had, and we win 6-1. On another day. So it's one of those things, But I think we did batter them. Andy says Ake has another really good game, but Diaz was a little bit below par, and I was not really that impressed with Stone's positioning. Main thing for me is Aki plays really well, and I like Aki on the left because he's solid. He's a solid defender who can actually, only occasionally, but occasionally put some good creative passes in, and he can make some good runs. But he doesn't do them that often because that's not his gig, that's not his job. But he's a solid player, and I'd rather have him. Said it all season. I'd rather have him at left back than Gvardiol. And I understand what Pep's doing. I think, he's thinking that Gvardiol has that capacity to develop. Because he's 22, 21, 22. So he's got that development potential in him, and that's maybe where Pep sees him being really important to us. But my issue is I'm going back to Gvardiol now. Basically, he just gets the ball and passes the ball backwards or sideways. He's not able to go pass plays on the inside or the outside, and I say to, and when Pep plays him out wide as the widest player on the left, I don't see the point in that. I don't see the point if you can't take anybody on. All you're doing is control. That's what Grealish does when he's there. All it is a matter of control. Except Grealish wins your free kicks. He can hold the ball a bit longer than Gvardiol, but for me, there's no danger. And it's frustrating when you put Gvardiol way out left and maybe Doku or Foden inside or Bernardo inside or whoever you wanted to play out, out wide. And they're inside. I just don't get it. I just don't get that. Because I just don't think we got we might have control, but we lack the threat. I wouldn't say he weren't good enough. Look, if you go back to October, November, we were just jumping up and down about Doku. He was getting goals and assists, looking dangerous all the time, every time he got the ball. Now, since he's been injured, I think teams have found him out a bit. I mean, they put 2 players on him, but that's up to Doku to deal with. And as I said before, I'm disappointed in Doku that what I'd seen of him on YouTube, and he weren't worried about 2 defenders. More the merrier. So it's disappointing that he's not doing the best that he can. I think he's got the talent. He just needs. There's one thing I said about Doku. Okay, going back a few months, I said he invariably is making the right choice. He's making the right choice when to pass it and the right choice when to go with the ball and take people on. And he's just getting it wrong now. He's failing it when he's taking people on. His passes aren't great. He just weren't good at all. Well, JT, that ain't happening. He ain't going on loan. He was a big left-sided signing. So he ain't going anywhere. There's absolutely 0 chance. In fact, there's less than 0 chance of him going somewhere. You might not think he's doing well enough, and I don't think he's doing well enough, but he ain't going anywhere. But I still want another winger with pace. I said this before, when I did a video 10 days ago or whatever about the rumours of a £100 million bid for KDB, or Saudi's interested in KDB, and City saying £100 million is the figure that they're going to slap on his head because look, he'll be 33 this summer. And I said, look, obviously I don't want him to go and all that, but that 100 million does allow you to start to replenish the squad. And if it was up to me, what do I want to take the squad forward? I want another winger. I want another top class winger with pace, the ability to take people on. I love Krashke. I can't even say his name, Krashke, the Georgian guy. I love him. So I would love to have another winger. And you need also not just to. I'd love someone to be of that quality to be a starter on that side, but at least in the squad to add a lot of competition to the squad. So I think I would love to have another winger. I'd love to have someone to cover for Rodri. When Rodri's not there, we struggle. So those are 2 positions I really think we need somebody, and I would love to have another fullback, someone instead of Walker. I want another fullback who's got Walker's qualities, some of Walker's qualities, as in pace, strength, but who reads the game better and who can cross the ball better and who can take people on. I mean, that's what we thought Joao Cancelo was. He's got pace, decent bit of pace. He can take people on the inside, on the outside. He's got a bit of a shot on him, and we realised that he just scored wonder goals, but it's once every blue moon, forgive the pun. So a new right back, I would take a new DM or a supplementary DM, and a winger. Those three. I think we need probably 5 players, but if we can get 3 top quality players, yes, I mean it will affect Oscar Bob. But sometimes you're in the here and now. If Bob is good enough, he will still come through. It might be that Bob comes through next season and he's your man. But we'll wait and see. Aki's our best defender. Oh, absolutely. He was best last season, best this season. Foreign Works is the best signing we could make. Or Kimmich and perfectly both. Well, I've talked about Kimmich, I'd said Kimmich would be great because he can, I think, if I remember correctly, he plays at right back and DM. Two positions there. We could do, he's flexible, he could do them both. Sean, the sky is very blue. Yeah, absolutely, it's a blue. Wait for the blue moon. Let's have a look. Can you see the moon? I can't see the moon. No blue moon. It would be nice to see the moon. Right, I'm going to get ready to knock this stream on the head. Guys, thanks for joining. Been a lot longer than I thought. There's a few people in the house. Not as busy as it used to be, but I don't do a lot of live streams and not put out much content lately. So it's quite funny how quickly people stop watching if you don't put regular content out. But I don't think I'd put anything out since, was it Wednesday? That's the way it is. You don't put anything out for 4 days. People stop watching. Thanks a lot, guys. Take care, everybody, and we'll see you around, please.